The most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm jacked.
Object to the test!
Hi there guys, welcome back into another session on this Tuesday the 28th, just the beginning of the London session here. Bank holiday in the UK yesterday and Memorial Day weekend for the US guys as well. So we've had a bit of a low volume 24-48 hours. We're going to go and have a look at some order flow and levels on Bitcoin and ETH especially as the two big majors come in. ETH hitting some volatility last week, wasn't it? With the ETF approvals and the like, so that was nice to see if anyone was playing that. But yeah, a few things going on as well. I'm just catching up on news, obviously from the last couple of days. A lot of political jostling for voters, isn't there? I noticed Trump is really coming to the forefront and trying to shill his campaign. Obviously, I will ensure that the future of crypto and Bitcoin will be made in the USA. I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders, so I'm sure that's very favorable. And if you guys in the US are voting, I wonder what your thoughts are. Drop us a comment below. Also, I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. I do notice as well, okay, he was talking about Russ Albright, Silk Road guy, maybe, you know, I think he served about 10, 11 years, maybe. I think it's that long. So yeah, he's looking at obviously pardoning him as well. So interesting to see. And Pepe near the top of business and finance trending. Interesting times we are in. Not sure if Burden or Biden's coming out with any crypto comments at the minute. I know obviously they passed recent legislation in the House. Good to see. So things are progressing. Just another additive to why I think we could possibly be in for quite a busy summer. You know, not always a selling may go away. I think we could be in for a bit of a busy summer, especially if you are day trading and the like. So let's go and have a look at a few levels and bits and bobs. First of all, Ethereum ETF approvals, very good last week for ETF ETH enjoyers. We were in the TRDR group seeing a lot of supply on ETH. We were just hitting some major spot supply, 90 on the ratios there in Binance Spot. And it's interesting that the play here in the order flow was very similar to how Bitcoin played out, to be honest. So yeah, it was just nice to catch that timing in the group there. I know a lot of the guys traded that in the group, so really well done, especially if you held into this wick here. And if you did manage to execute out in that wick, then really well played, bounced up back into the range. So that was a nice one from ETH. I think probably going to see a little bit more volatility to come. I'm kind of thinking we do grind a little bit here. We will go and have a look at the order flow and see what's offers are above us. But I'm thinking ETH can grind a little bit. Build that bid, and then it might start trending again like Bitcoin did back after its ETF approval. RIP, sir. Your job is done. Well played. Right, so yeah, I mean, yesterday had a quick look. It was a little bit of a low volume day. Monday, multiverse view. No real follow through in demand here, so there was no real bid chasing up. So it could be due to auction lower. Volume looking good if we can drop open interest a little bit, because volume is creeping up as we can see here. Okay, so you want to drop down, but you want to sustain this volume buying power as you drop up in interest and wipe and flush a few contracts out of the books, okay? So yeah, quite a few nice levels we've got below us now. The old range POCs, weekly opens up here, we're just floating below there now, but you can just see you've auctioned the value area high of the range, you've come back down, you're just dipping below. I think it still looks nice and constructive, but as you can see on the aggregated bid, we just don't have a lot of bid at the minute. So you need to go and search that bid. It's just an auction, isn't it? Yesterday, obviously, just on the multiverse chart, there was quite a bit of selling, just lying above. So we wicked up into this supply and some of these offers, and we just rotated back down. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go and have a look at the order flow now in the TRDR console and see what we can foresee for the coming 12-24 hours. Right, here we are then, guys, and I just wanted to show you this multiverse view at the minute. I call it multiverse. It's basically just a 4-panel layout, okay, that I pretty much have standard. I have this open as standard pretty much all day, every day when I'm working on other bits and pieces, just to keep an eye on what's going on. Nice to see that ETH is really got nice order flow. If you're just scalping this, really nice order flow, hit supply, top level there for your defense. And if we just have a look at where we were last week, really good. Again, you know, 1-2% risk on your short there if you're just hedging a position. Really nice to see from ETH. BTC also, look at this, really nice order flow. Even if you're just day trading, scalping, really low risk hedge on positions for your shorts. And let's see if we can find some demand here. Okay, so just coming into a little bit of aggregated bid now, 400 million aggregated, nothing major. But yeah, I think we can build that a little bit. 65 is obviously your biggest order block there at the moment. 50 on the ratio, a couple of spot exchanges are bidding, as we can see down here, from Kraken, Qcon coming in with a little bit, and Perps coming in with a little bit as well. So Perps like the idea of 65 as well. That could be quite nice. Let's go and have a look at the some levels and see what we can see. So here we go. Yep, so hitting supply at these highs in the range highs, value area high, reaching out there. This was yesterday. We just hit some group spot supply offer there. Okay, so that's your overlay alert system. And back down, just floating below the weekly open here. We've got, if you're into these kind of levels, you've got the old range POC there, and you've got a daily naked point of control down here as well, just tickling 67k. If we just have a quick look at the 4-hour then, let's just zoom into this 4-hour quickly. Yep, here you are, still ranging. This obviously changes as the range goes on. So value area high moves up, value area low is right there down that previous month POC there. So value area high, getting sells right on that now, okay? But your POC is still here. So your POC is coming right into the middle of this range now. It would be nice to see a build-up of demand here, maybe a wick below these wicks here. And then we'll see if we can get some continuation. I think stuff all looks very constructive if you're just looking at it like this on a 4-hour chart. Okay, and even a daily chart as well. I think it all looks pretty good. Do you start to trend and give yourself a classic trend line like that? Where does that fall in? Yep, very nice here, sir. Thank you very much. Let's draw some old Fibbo levels quickly. I'm just going to do a real rough quick pull from back down there, golden pocket. Okay, so really nice levels to look for if we're going to get some trend continuation on Bitcoin. So yeah, very constructive, but as you can see here, we do just need to build that demand. Okay, let me just come out of that full screen view. Let's go back to the lower time frames. So yeah, trend line, few levels down here, get some bid, maybe wick it a little bit lower, grab all the liquidity it can. Some of these bigger assets do need to grab all the liquidity they can. Okay, so yeah, I'd be looking down here. I won't be rushing in. I think volume is absolutely nuked on the lower time frames, which it did here to wipe a load of open interest. But on the 1 hour, okay, 1 hour volume still looks pretty constructive, not too shabby. Okay, and you can just see the retail traders were just trying to float in long there. Always just a little bit too early. Okay, always a little bit too early, sir. But yeah, looks constructive. If you want to take out these lows here, okay, on a 1 hour basis and come down and dip here and just wick this trend line or something like that, you're potentially going to build them volume bullish divergences. Nuke that open interest, volume bullish divergences could look pretty good. Okay, right, let's just drop to Ethereum then. 15-minute. And we can see how good the order flow has been. So ultimate volatility last week actually hit ETH sell diamond to ETH buy diamond. You'd have to be an absolute sniper to execute in there, but well done if you did. And then you just see the dynamic bid coming up to follow price again now. So ETH has got some levels a little bit higher. And again, similar to Bitcoin, it's just lacking any bid depth below really. You've got a slight build up, 270 mil aggregated, but nothing too aggressive really at the minute. I think, yeah, I mean, I would be watching both these assets. It sounds obvious, doesn't it? Because they're the two largest, but I'd be watching ETH and BTC. you know, BTC at that 65k level. And then if ETH can float down here as well and catch some bid, that'd be really, really good. Interesting to see though, perps traders from one of the biggest volume exchanges that we've got in the market. Okay, so Binance Futures, Binance Perpetuals, derivatives, absolutely wanting to full send this. So that's really nice to see. Big order blocks in here, single band depth there. Okay, so 1 to 2.5, you've got a little bit there in a 2.5 to 5%, but this could be used as liquidity a little bit. I'd almost be looking to take this a little bit and then see what we get. I think that'd be a little bit nicer on ETH. I wouldn't want to be just rushing in. You know, if you can execute down here, that'd be pretty good because you've still got, I mean, you're 2.5 away, so it's still pretty good here. But let's just see what the US session brings in a couple of hours. All right, guys. So yeah, all looking pretty constructive. Okay, we'll be doing a couple of lives this week, hopefully back on YouTube. I had a massive audio technical gremlin wipeout last week. Something was going on in OBS Studio, so we had to switch to the Discord. Apologies for that if anyone favours the old YouTube live, because we can record it and timestamp it as well, all right? But yeah, should be back this week. What we'll do is, if you join us live in the Discord, we'll post and share those links. All right, guys, look, I hope everyone has a really, really good week. Don't rush into anything. Keep an eye on those levels that we've just mentioned today. And let's see what we get. Let's bring this down a little bit and see if we can get some demand and some trend continuation outside this range. Cheers, guys. Thanks.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?